Nicola Sturgeon has said she will unveil a plan for a second Scottish referendum amid the turmoil over Theresa May's Brexit deal. As MPs returned to Westminster after the Christmas break and resumed their loggerheads over the Brexit deal, the Scottish First Minister confirmed her intentions to run with a second independence vote very soon. The staunch Remainer also savaged Jeremy Corbyn for his hesitancy in calling for a second referendum on Brexit, chastising him to get off the fence. The First Minister has kept tight-lipped about the timing of the second referendum plan, although she has hinted that it could take place before the next Holyrood election. Mrs. Sturgeon is optimistic, saying that the case for Scottish independence has been materially strengthened by Brexit. She said, "We were told in 2014 that it was voting for independence that would put in peril our membership of the European Union." She added, "Because we didn't vote for independence, we now not just find ourselves facing exit, the voice and the interests of Scotland are being completely ignored and sidelined." Mrs. Sturgeon said there is clearly no majority to crash out of the EU without a deal and that holding another referendum on Brexit should be the alternative. She also flagged her support for a second referendum on Brexit when she said, "I hope the meaningful vote does go ahead next week so that MPs can once and for all say that they don't support the withdrawal agreement. Then the House of Commons can coalesce behind the alternative, and in my view that alternative now should be to have another EU referendum." She then called out Jeremy Corbyn's ambiguity on the issue, saying, "Is he going to get off the fence and actually do what the majority of his own party members want him to do, which is back a second referendum?" The Prime Minister was dismissive of talk of a second Scottish referendum, saying that she was focused only on delivery of the meaningful vote, and an official spokesman for Mrs. May suggested that Mrs. Sturgeon's plans were sowing the politics of division. Scottish Conservatives called Mrs. Sturgeon's plans an obsession. The party's deputy leader, Jackson Carlaw, claimed, "Nicola Sturgeon is stuck in the past." Scottish Labour leader Richard Leonard suggested that Nicola Sturgeon should park her ambitions and take a lesson from the calamity of Brexit. He said, "One of the experiences of Brexit has been just how difficult and painful it can be to break away from a union, even one that has been in place for just 40 years.